No one likes criticism. You know what's funny? No one likes criticism. Not you, not me, not even those that confidently say, be honest with me, I can take it. Honestly, we can't actually take it. And the reason for it is simple. Criticism feels like an attack on your ego, sense of importance, and your identity. We see this in the movie Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, a brilliant, charming, world famous physicist, during a Senate hearing, took a jab at Louis Strauss, the president of the AEC.
Dr. Oppenheimer, we've already heard from Admiral Strauss that these isotopes could be useful to our enemies in the production of atomic weapons.
Congressman, you could use a shovel in making atomic weapons. In fact, you do. You could use a bottle of beer in making atomic weapons. In fact, you do. I'd say isotopes are less useful than electronic components, but more useful than a sandwich.
Everyone laughs. Everyone except Strauss. That tiny sarcastic jab bruised his pride so deeply, it sparked a chain of resentment that helped orchestrate Oppenheimer's downfall. One comment, one bruise to Strauss's ego, led to the fall of the one man responsible for applying nuclear fission to build the atomic bomb. When someone criticizes you, your amygdala, your brain stress center, is activated. This triggers a flight or flight response that makes you act in a defensive way. But why does your brain see criticism as a threat? Well, the answer is simple. Everything that you say, think, or do have been shaped over the years by your personal experiences. It is almost as though your life operates from a handbook you've written and rewritten over the years. Now, when someone criticizes you, it feels as though they are breaking into your mind, trying to rewrite this handbook. And what do you do when someone tries to invade your privacy? You defend it. However, praise does the opposite to the brain. It releases dopamine, the reward chemical that makes you feel fulfilled and on top of the world. This makes you want to perform the activity over and over again. Praises upgrade performances, while criticisms downgrade them. A famous psychology story is told of a little boy in a distant town who wasn't considered smart both by his parents and his teachers. One day he gets a gift, a computer game, and he does what no one had ever done. It calls him smart every single time. And for the first time, he feels smart and he begins to work hard in school and eventually rose to be the top of his class. All this because something called him smart. This goes to show you that you get more results rewarding good behavior than punishing mistakes. Humans are products of emotions, ego being the greatest of them. People find a way to justify what you criticize them for. This makes your efforts as criticism futile. Now, does this mean you shouldn't give people negative feedback? Absolutely not. No. What this means is that you should give it intelligently through a method known as constructive criticism. Constructive criticism means showing people their actions, the consequences of their actions, and a better path. If you're able to make them see these things, then you have been able to pass your message without bruising their sense of ego or pride. The ability to see does the trick. Visual senses register great messages in the brain. Constructive criticism means focusing on the outcome and not the person. It means helping people see that what they did wasn't right. But it doesn't mean they can't do better. The brain is more willing to accept guidance than it is to accept judgment. So before you jump to criticize someone, know that you get a better outcome recognizing their progress than you will in admonishing their faults. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe and share to someone who, let's just say someone who will need some guidance in working on their delivery. Thank you and watch us for my next video. Bye.